Welcome back to a new semester of MCTV. I'm Jay Samond. To start off the new year, we'll get you the news on a new addition to campus, study abroad updates, and a Choctaw sports update. Let's get you caught up. A new Little Free Library has been added to campus via the Office of Student Engagement, and here's more on what that entails and what benefits it has for students.
For the 2023 Winter Welcome Week, one of the most awaited and new additions to campus was unveiled last week in the Little Free Library. While the concept has become increasingly popular all over the country, some of the student engagement staff gives us more on what this concept actually is.
Yeah, so Little Free Libraries can be found all around the nation, and they're just an opportunity for communities to have books. You can turn one in so other people can borrow it. You can borrow one for yourself and keep it, give it to a friend. It's really just an opportunity for you to have some cool, neat literature accessible to all of campus. And so we're really excited to bring one here for all of our students.
Yeah. And I think it's really fun because it's a pretty well-known idea. So anywhere you go throughout the country, you'll see different Little Free Libraries, and you take one and leave one. So.
And as for why have a Little Free Library on campus, Sanchez says that the idea has been in the works for a long while, and other students around campus have also been eagerly awaiting for its grand opening.
So Jonathan Nutt has always had the dream of having a Little Free Library here on campus, and our job in student engagement is literally to engage our students. So this is something that we've heard from other students would be really fun. Social media wise, we've had a lot of engagement about it, and we're excited just to have the opportunity for students to stop by, say hey, build community through books.
Already after its first week in operation, this small spot on campus has been one of its most popular, and should be throughout the semester. Jay Samond, MCTV.
Miss your friends who are studying abroad and want to know what it's like? Here's Kate Gamble with more information.
Amidst the sea of opportunities for those who attend MC to enhance their education, studying abroad sticks out to a large portion of the student population. With various new possibilities for the marriage of travel and study presenting themselves each semester, several students have taken advantage of MC's abroad educational programs. To provide insight on what it's like to study abroad, I spoke to Carson Hughes, a student currently studying with MC in London.
So I wake up around 8 o'clock. I go in, do something, either get coffee or go to the British Library or go to a museum. Then I either make some lunch. I've already had made some lunch from earlier and I eat that, or I just buy some lunch from around, because there's always like tons of coffee shops and little shops on the corners and everything. And then I typically have class around 2, and then from 2 to 5:15 I have class. So I take that. Yeah, and then on the weekends I do whatever. So yeah, I've just seen so many things that I never thought I would see, like in my entire life. In the vault of the Natural History Museum of London, I guess, there's a vault in the very back, and in it there's a small little vial like that big, and it's filled with a small powder at the bottom, and the plaque says this small powder is diamonds made from stardust, and it said this is the oldest thing you will ever see. You get to see so many cool things, all these new experiences, experience a bunch of different cultures, and just like get out of like the MC bubble.
After the departure of this semester's London students, many others are on the home front are left wondering what opportunities for academic travel remain. To learn more about international studies with MC, I sat down with Beth Stapleton, the director of the Macmillan Center for Education Abroad.
So study abroad to me is one of the critical pieces of education. So many of my friends who were in school with me did not get a chance to study abroad because back in the day people just didn't do that as much, and they regret not having that opportunity to go. So for now, I would say the biggest benefit you can do to add to your educational experience is to study abroad. What does that get you? It gets you better jobs, it gets you better money, because employees want to hire people that understand culture, understand people, understand flexibility, because you go through all of that when you go abroad. I highly recommend it. It's for anyone. We have many options that are short-term as well as a whole semester program. So definitely set up an appointment if you want to study abroad.
If you would like further information regarding international academic opportunities, email maccenter@mc.edu. Reporting for MCTV, I'm Kate Gamble.
And finally, the men's and women's basketball teams are coming off 2 home games in the Golden Dome. And here's more on the results.
For the women's basketball team last Thursday night against Christian Brothers, the game was all towards the side of the blue and gold. In the 80-63 victory over the Buccaneers, Kaya Julian posted a career high with 27 points and 7 threes. The Choctaws' 80 points was also the most they've scored all season and snapped a 4-game losing streak. Against Union on Saturday, the offense was still there, but the nationally ranked Bulldogs pulled away in the second half for a 76-64 defeat for MC. A duo of freshmen did lead in the scoring column as Carly Ivy posted a career high of 13 and Ava Knadel contributed 11. For head coach Greg Long, he loved the effort his team gave, no matter the situation.
We fought from tip to finish. I don't think anybody in the country could argue with our effort in that game at all. Well, they didn't back down from them, and I think that had a lot to do. We went at them, and I told them, regardless of the outcome, we are going to go at Union. We have nothing to lose. And whether we're in first place or last place, we have absolutely nothing to lose. We're going to go at whoever we play. And I think that had a lot to do with it.
For the men, a strong second half was the key in their 65-53 victory over CBU, outscoring the Bucks by 13 in the final 20 minutes. Galen Smith led with a strong 17-point outing, and B. McCrary finished with a season-high 15. However, like the women against Union, the Bulldogs controlled the game as MC fell in that one 81-68. However, Tre'Davious Thompson led the way with 22 points, with Galen Smith and a career-high-setting Trey Bates with 19 points apiece. Both teams are on the road this week as they'll travel to Valdosta State this Thursday night starting at 5:30 and a visit to West Florida on Saturday starting at 2. Jay Samond, MCTV.
At the UAB Vulcan Invite, both the men's and women's track team combined for 11 wins and 5 school records. To see all the results and events, visit GoChoctaws.com. That's all we have for the show today. To see all of our stories and content, you can visit blueandgoldmc.com. For MCTV, I'm Jay Samond. Thanks for watching, and we wish you a great 2023.